Scottish Cup after a 3-1 win over local rivals Ayr United in the replay at Rugby Park. Alison Walker reports.
Kilmarnock hadn't beaten their Ayrshire rivals in their last 5 matches dating back to 1984, and their worst fears were realised when Ayr made the breakthrough after just 10 minutes, albeit in controversial fashion. Simon Ford's poor clearance was picked up by Dean Keenan. The ball was lifted back in, and somehow Brian Prunty was able to find the net. There was little protest from the Killie players, but replays clearly showed that it was Prunty's forearm and not his head that had beaten his rivals to the vital touch. It was just into the second half before Kilmarnock equalised, this time Simon Ford the hero and not the villain. The ball definitely over the line. And then more drama. Kilmarnock's David Fernandez lost the plot after a sliding tackle from Martin Campbell, and Killie had lost a player. But far from the heads going down, that seemed to galvanise the SPL side. It seemed like it was Ayr United that had gone down to 10 men. Their dogged defence was undone by a combination of Mehdi Taoul and Craig Bryson. Taoul finishing off past Grindley to make it 2-1. And it was the Moroccans' corner that found the head of Simon Ford to make it 3-1 and seal the tie, to meet KillieFC in the next round. Alison Walker reporting Scotland.
Scotland's double in the Scottish Cup last night saw Kilmarnock record their first derby win over Ayr since 1994. Well, Killie came back from a goal down to win 3-1. Ayer's opener in the 11th minute was scored by Brian Prunty, although replays showed he clearly handled the ball into the net. At the start of the second half, Ford levelled with this header. The home side were then a man down after David Fernandez was shown a straight red card. Despite this numerical disadvantage, Kilmarnock took the lead courtesy of Mehdi Taoul's strike. They then sealed a meeting with Inverness KillieFC in the 5th round with Ford's second. And finally,
one of the talking points from a rip snorter of a homecoming Scottish Cup replay at Kilmarnock. Killie's 3-1 win over local rivals Ayr was action-packed, to say the least, as Alison Walker reports.
The visiting fans turned out at Rugby Park in impressive numbers, expecting another night of drama, and they weren't disappointed. Kilmarnock hadn't beaten their Ayrshire rivals in their last 5 matches dating back to 1984, and the early goal did little to calm the nerves. Somehow Brian Prunty was able to find the net, and Killie were 1-0 down. There was little protest from the Kilmarnock players, but replays clearly showed it was Prunty's forearm and not his head that had provided the vital touch. There was another controversial moment as Neil McGowan scrambled an Alan Russell effort to safety. Again, replays told a different story. Just into the second half, Kilmarnock did equalise, a great header from Simon Ford. And despite Grindley's efforts, the ball had crept over the line. And then Kilmarnock's David Fernandez lost the plot after a sliding tackle from Martin Campbell, and Kilmarnock had lost a man. But far from the heads going down, that seemed to galvanise the SPL side. Ayr's dogged defence was undone by a combination of Craig Bryson and Mehdi Taoul. Respite for the second division side was brief as Ford headed home for his second. So a win at last for Killie and their fans in another memorable Ayrshire derby, and a trip to Inverness in the next round.
Now, football